Hey guys, we're going to talk about muscle contraction today. First thing that happens is an action potential arrives at the synaptic knob, traveling down from the axon. The calcium channels in the membrane will open and allow calcium to move into the cell. Calcium will move into the cell, stimulating the synaptic vessels filled with acetylcholine. They will fuse to the membrane and release the acetylcholine into the synaptic knob by exocytosis, into the synaptic cleft. Acetylcholine will be picked up by the receptors on the motor end plate of the skeletal muscle. They'll open up, allowing sodium ions to enter the muscle fiber, the sodium-potassium channels. Increased positive ions into the muscle will initiate an action potential on the sarcolemma. The action potential will travel down the sarcolemma into the T-tubules and stimulate the release of calcium from the terminal cisternae of the sarcoplasmic reticulum. Muscles are made of bundles of fascicles. Fascicles are made of myofibers. Myofibers are made of myofibrils. Resting membrane potential has a more negative inside and a more positive outside voltage. When the action potential arrives, the cell membrane is depolarized with more positive charge on the inside. The cell membrane repolarizes, going back to its original state of a more negative inside and a more positive outside. Graphically looking like this: resting potential membrane at -70, spike up into the positive, and then repolarization back down.
A sarcomere is made up of thick filaments and thin filaments. Okay, take it. A sarcolemma covers the muscle fascicle, which is composed of terminal cisternae, T-tubule, and the sarcoplasmic reticulum. Calcium floods over the thin filaments and binds to troponin, pulling tropomyosin off the active site of the actin. High-energy myosin head leaps to bind on the exposed active sites on the thin filaments, forming a cross bridge. The myosin head pivots to the low-energy state, releasing ATP and moving the thin filaments over the thick filaments. This is what we consider to be the power stroke. ATP binds to the myosin head, causing the head to break free from the active site on the actin. The myosin head becomes energized as ATP is converted to ADP. Calcium is pumped back into the sarcoplasmic reticulum and attached to calsequestrin, allowing topomyosin to once again cover the active site, resulting in relaxation of the muscle.